All right, let's get into some scheduling notes and information now. Of course, this is normally I take these out of my live stream on Tuesday night's live stream, but last night we were not able to go over this information because of the concert that was going on. So Sarah did the intro yesterday. She did a great job the first 30 minutes, but we did bring to you the reveal. So if you want to check that video out, check that out. But we will doing the breakout videos I typically take from the live stream. We're going to just record as separate videos. So here we go. We're going to go into the scheduling information for this week. And these are things for what's going to happen for scheduling on Thursday, the September 14th. So that's what we're working on here. So we're going to go through each of the models. And don't forget the information here. It's very valuable. Some of the terms. We're going to talk about retail orders versus stock orders. And that's retail order is a customer placed order, whereas a stock order is a for a lot. For that's something where if a dealer doesn't have any retail allocations or retail orders, I should say, then a lot of times they'll schedule stock ones with those allocations that they've earned. Of course, and then priority code is can be anything from 3 to 19 for retail orders and 20 to 80 for stock. As you can see, the lower is better. So that's why retail orders are always looked at first for scheduling before any stock orders for the same configuration. Scheduling, that's when Ford schedules an order for production date in the future. So we're talking about what they're going to schedule this week for production dates, and most of them for October or November, mostly November. And then, of course, we have allocation. So a dealer, the orders are selected as long as a dealer has an allocation. If a dealer doesn't have an allocation, and their orders can't be selected for scheduling. So a dealer earns allocations based on their sales volume, how they sell a certain particular model. We sell Maverick really well. We get a lot of Maverick allocations. Super Duty pretty well. We get a lot of Super Duty allocations. But in some other models where we don't sell as well, we don't get as many allocations. Capacity, that is, of course, the planned on production rate for a certain model or something. We won't get into capacity too much today because we're going to just cover the scheduling information. And then, of course, we have balance out there at the bottom. That's where, and like a particular model where they're trying to balance out and finish out the production for that year. All right. So there you go. So not great lighting here, but we'll do the best we can. I will have to use my glasses because we don't have a lot of lighting and it's early morning and my eyes aren't quite working yet. So let's first talk about the 24 model year Mustang. It is scheduling this week, retail scheduling only, it looks like. They're scheduling for the weeks in November, so the weeks of October 30th through the weeks of November 27th. Dark horse retail orders should be prioritized ahead of stock orders. So when a dealer has a allocation for a dark horse, they give the Ford which order they want selected. So Ford is saying select those retails first, and so they're your stock ones. And then also retail only option is your GT Performance Package, option G7J. Exhaust availability is the Dark Horse Handling Package. It says it will not be scheduled until April production. So we're a little ways away from that. Mustang Night Pony Package, due to limited capacity on the black painted roof, dealers should consider removing this option for stock orders. So you can leave it on there for retail orders. They're going to prioritize those for the Dark Horse ordering. The Night Pony Package. Order banks are open up right now for 2024 model year for retail and stock orders. 23 model year Escape, final build out or balance out scheduling. So we talked about balance out. So they are finishing out production for the Escape. So they're going to schedule for weeks October 2nd through November 16th. And retail order banks are open up for 24 model year for not only the gas hybrid and the plug-in hybrid versions. 24 model year Bronco Sport. This is no scheduling of stock units this week. They're scheduled for the weeks of November 6th through November 27th. Limited availability for the tech package which is optional on the Outer Banks, the convenience package, which is optional on the Big Bend, and the premium package, which is optional on the Badlands. Late availability is a black appearance package and freewheeling. So those won't schedule this month. And so what it's really looking like, since those packages are limited in availability, they're looking for those base orders. So if you have like a Big Bend with nothing else added on it, or at least not the tech package, they're looking for those orders. You can have the Copilot 360 Plus package, it looks like, on all these, but that's kind of what they're looking for. So anyway, so all right, getting some of those early ones out. Also, order banks are open up for the 24 model year Bronco Sport retail and stock orders. 24 model year Edge, no scheduling for stock, it says. Production weeks in the weeks of October 30th through the week of November 27th. 24 model year Edge ST stock order bank is closed, and I believe retail is as well. So the Edge ST cannot be ordered right now. That has closed. And then let's see here. Orders entered on or after balance out phase date will not get built in the current model year. Well, it's the last year for it. So anyway, 23 model year Bronco. Talk about that. They are doing cleanup scheduling. They're going to schedule for the weeks in October 16th through October 23rd. So that's what we're looking for there. We don't actually have any allocations. I think it's because maybe they're just scheduling because they've had so many like orders that they had to push back on those heritage and such. They're bringing those orders that they had scheduled in October up. So right now they're kind of not giving dealers allocation. I think we'll see more allocations next month for 23 model year because they are producing 23s into December. All right. So 3-door Heritage Limited production is still delayed for production and scheduling. It says we're pausing accepting orders of 3-door, it's supposed to be the 2-door. The 2-door Heritage and Heritage Limiteds right now. And then also restricting on the shadow black painted roof for non-Raptors. Or not painted roof, shadow black paint. That would be nice, wouldn't it? All right. Limit availability on the hard tops for the 4-door. And best configuration available is a 2.7 liter engine, 2-door, Wild Track, Outer Banks, or Badlands edition. That can make a lot of people happy right there. Also, exhaust availability for the 2.3 liter engine. And I think that's because they're kind of devoting that engine to your Rangers right now at the launch. So they're launching the Ranger. And so I think they're wanting to save those 2.3s for the Ranger. That's why the 2.7 is probably going to be a best configuration right now for about any Bronco because they want to save those 2.3s for the Ranger. Raptor Series is also exhausted availability right now. Big Bend as well. Black Diamond. Of course, Heritage we already talked about. The soft tops, believe it or not, never thought I'd hear this. Exhaust availability for your soft top in all series and hard top 4-door in all series. Wow. So 2-door hard top. Believe it or not, we've said this for a while that it's I've said it in this live stream so many times. Stay away from the 2-door hard top. There's only a 10% capacity, but right now it looks like that's what they're wanting to schedule. So not even a 4-door. All your 4-doors right now are exhausted availability. Yeah, I don't think I've ever thought I'd say that. Anyway, there you go. We do retail order banks are open up for 24 model year retail and stock orders for 23 is open up. There you go. '23 model year Explorer production weeks for the weeks of October 30th through November 27th is what they're scheduling. Retail scheduling is what they're focusing on. Important announcement says we are announcing that the decision to turn off the availability to submit new customer retail orders for the 23 model year Explorer. So that cut off on September 7th. We talked about it here last week. Dealers will have until the following Thursday to complete COVP, which is today. We encourage dealers to utilize, actually it says Thursday, September 13th, but I think today's the 13th and it's Wednesday. Anyway, we encourage dealers to utilize COVP for all retail orders, but this does not impact retail order scheduling. Dealers will have the ability to submit stock orders for the remainder of 23 model year. If the stock orders are selected for scheduling within the existing commodity constraints, customers will have the opportunity to purchase them upon arrival. So kind of the same way we did with Bronco, we're doing right now is that, hey, we could put that stock order on that 23. I'm not sure which will come in first. I did, though, put one in for somebody, and the 24 model year is actually cheaper for the luxury package. Which is kind of weird. Anyway, all right. Of course, the 360 camera will be built with a removal option added to it, so it will not have the 360 camera, just the backup camera. Limited availability for the 3.3 liter V6, ST line version, ST high performance package, and your twin panel moonroof. A couple of those are new for those, but some of those have been on there as a limited availability for a while. Exhaust availability is the XLT Sport Appearance package and the Class 4 trailer tow package as well. So we talked about what needs to be done on some of those higher level ones. You need to have that tow package. Order banks are open up for stock orders for 23, but they're closed for everything else. 24 model year Ranger, no scheduling this week. In fact, I don't think they're scheduling this month. It does say unscheduled retail stock and fleet orders with FX4 without the running board option. They have to be changed. So you need to add that running board to those FX4 off-road packages. Sport Appearance package gets the black board, chrome board for the chrome appearance package. Order banks are open up for 24 model year Ranger. 24 model year Maverick, retail scheduling only. Production weeks November 6th through the week of November 27th. And no other notes on that. No constraints. Order banks are open up for stock and retail orders for the Maverick. So there we go. We're still not taking orders. So some people might ask that. If we see that we get like a big number of allocations or something, but as long as we're getting the normal 25 to 30, we will not be ordering. So we think the order banks will stay open. Are there a lower number this year? Maybe at the launch, but I think they took care of most dealerships last year for Mavericks. Some dealers it took more, have some carryovers, so that's why I don't feel like they need to, because dealers are managing their order banks a little bit better. So just like with us, we're not taking retail orders, but it doesn't mean they're not open for other people. So we're not taking them because we're full. We know that we can get what we have in an order bank is what we can get scheduled. We don't want to go over that number and have somebody not get scheduled within this model year. Most dealerships are doing the same thing. So we noticed that with Bronco as well. That's why the order bank didn't need to be closed, because dealerships are managing that. So finding a dealer that has an open availability, knowing that where the allocations are versus their orders, that's going to be the tricky part, is trying to find that dealer. So anyway, good luck for you guys on that. Hopefully you guys do find a dealer if you want to put in an order. 24 model year Expedition, no scheduling this week. This is Platinum will require the optional 22-inch wheels. And then the Platinum units will also include the multi-contoured seat removal, option 88R. Order banks are open up for 24 model year Expedition. 24 model year Super Duty, they are scheduling. It says scheduling production weeks at Kentucky for 24 model year will be the weeks of October 9th through October 23rd. And then it says King Ranch and Platinum will be 100% multi-contoured seat. That is good to see. So people asked about that, whether or not that was going to be a constraint for 24. Looks like they are set to go for that. All chassis cab orders require the UIS. That's that upfitter and integration system for 24 model year. Unlimited availability on F550, King Ranch, and Platinum. It says exhaustive availability on Lariat and Limited. All right. Limited availability for the two-wheel drive Dana axle, which is optional on the F450, 550, 600 with the dually, and the 4x4 pickup or the two-wheel drive chassis cabs. And also limited availability on the Dana axle M315 rear, which is optional on the F350, 450, 600 dualies with the 6.7 liter engine. And also limited availability for the 203-inch wheelbase fuel tank with the low sulfur diesel fuel. Exhaust availability still on these options, just like in 23. That is your the standard wheel on your F450 pickup, that 19.5-inch G tire. Also, excuse me, the standard Lariat wheel is also exhausted right now. The 18-inch bright machined and carbonized gray painted alloy wheels. So the recommendation there would be to get the optional wheel on the Lariat trim. A couple different frames that are exhausted availability. The LK frame, which is optional on the F550, F600 with the 6.7 liter and the 7.3 gas. The 143-inch dually wheelbase with this is without the payload package. The HBK frame, which is optional on the F350 two-wheel drives with the 7.3 diesel engine, and the 169-inch wheelbase is also exhausted. Speaking of wheelbases, the 193-inch wheelbase and the 205-inch wheelbase, which are optional on the XL, XLT, 450, 550, 600 chassis cabs, is also exhausted. Heavy-duty alternator, which is standard on the XL gas, to replace select. So you want to select a different alternator. You want to select 67B, 67D, or 67E alternators instead of the heavy-duty alternator on the XL gas. Exhaust availability on the transfer case for which is standard on the F600, 4x4s with the 7.3 liter gas or 6.7 diesel engine, and the 193-inch or the 205-inch wheelbase chassis cab, which we already know that's exhausted anyway. And then the option 15K fifth wheel hitch kit, that is not optional on the F250 and F350 King Ranch Platinum or limited pickups. So basically the optional one. Order banks are open up for 24 model year Super Duty. Okay, moving up to the 23 model year F-150. So they're scheduling for the weeks of October 30th through the weeks of November 13th. So there you go. We know that the order banks are now closed. Actually, they close. They closed this week. So they closed last week. That's right. COVP is due this week. That's what I was thinking of. So order banks for 23 are closed. We saw the announcement of the 24 yesterday. Order banks should be opening up this week for the today for the 24 model year, probably be towards the end of the day if you want to put one of those orders in. So there you go. Encourage dealerships to do COVP. See what else. If stock orders are selected for scheduling within the existing commodity constraints, customers will have the ability to purchase them. So you can't order a retail, but you can you can take a stock one. Looks like stock allocation closes 9/21. So for 23 model year, so you can still get a stock one order put in there, and that just helps dealers that have allocations of earning for the finish out of production to put those stock orders in to fulfill those, so they don't carry those over to the next model year. There you go. See. All right, moving on to 23 model year Lightning, F-150 Lightning, scheduling for the weeks of October 30th through November 13th, just like the others. So it looks like it's saying order banks are closed on the Lightning as well, but we are able to put stock ones in. So you might see if you can put in one in online. I think maybe they just copied that in from F-150. So that may not be the case. Yeah, they just copied that all from F-150. So disregard that. I don't know if that's actually accurate. Sometimes I'll do that. Looks like they copied everything from F-150 down to Lightning and didn't edit anything. So anyway, somebody dropped the ball on that one. Oh, well. 23 model year, but I do believe they are scheduling this week for that. Order banks for 24 model year are to be announced. They are not open up yet on the Lightning. And we haven't seen whether or not the Lightning 24 will get the same configuration and same setup as the 24 model year gas that they revealed yesterday. 23 model year Mach-E, that is, looks like retail scheduling for production weeks October 30th through November 27th. That's good to see. Route 1 is restricted for October, it says, which we're past October now for stock. Around ones, but retail order banks are open up for 23 model year and a half Mach-E, so you can put those in. And then 23 model year Transit Connect van and wagon is scheduled for the weeks of October 30th through December 22nd. This sounds like it's probably close to balance out scheduling for the entire model year for the U.S. No scheduling constraints. There you go. And they are needing orders from dealers for those. Looks like stock ordering is available and open for the Transit Connect van, closed for retail scheduling, though, or retail orders. Looks like they are not open for the wagon. 23 model year Transit They are scheduled for weeks of October 30th through November 6th. So that's when they're scheduling for. A lot of the same constraints that they've been having: the 3.5 liter V6 Cyclone and the 3.5 EcoBoost V6 engines. That's 99.8 and 99G. Orders needed from dealers with remaining non-BEV commodity allocations. So they're looking for those engine orders. Also, the high resolution camera temporarily available for stock orders. Limited availability on the high roof jumbo bus and the high roof long bus, the 360-degree camera, heavy duty front axle, the AM/FM stereo with a 4-inch multifunctional display, and then the 10-way power driver and passenger ebony leather. Those are limited availability. Balanced out, which means they're not available, is the depopulated key fob, power running boards, the side barn doors, the all-crew van body types, and the Transit 350s, dualies, cutaway, chassis cabs, and cargo vans. Those are balanced out as well. And then not available for stock orders is the 3.5 EcoBoost engine. I'm going to leave those for all the retails. And then a 360 camera as well for your ICE vehicles. So there you go. So 24 model year order banks are open, though. They opened on Monday. So they're open up for you guys to go ahead and go order. So there you go. There is all the scheduling notes for this week. Hopefully you guys get lucky. If you have an order that's out there unscheduled, very good luck to you guys. Hope you guys get scheduled and get ordered. Thank you very much for watching this video. Sorry it's a little bit different than the live stream, but do check out the live stream if you had a chance. On these videos each week, when I cut these out as separate videos, I always highlight it and put a little I think right up here, as well as the end scene. There'll be 2 different recommended videos. One of them is the live stream, so go check that out if you want to. Sarah did a good job on the intro, and then the F-150 reveal was in last night's live stream, so go check that out. Other than that, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next week on the live stream. Hope you have a good week.